Shoo, how many more shots? God darn. He doesn't want to die. Okay, at some point, Die, you're just gonna have to croak at this point. Come on, Toad. Damn, thank you, finally. There we go. And now, we ride off out of the mothership and escape the Toad mothership. And we are finally free of the Toads. And we blast off into space. Bucky O'Hare and his bold crew disabled the Toad mothership and escaped with their lives. The righteous proudly flies again. The Toad menace will not be stopped with one victory. The fight will go on. Bucky O'Hare and his crew won't rest until the Aniverse is free. Let's croak Toads! And now, of course, we're seeing the ending credits, which shows you a whole bunch of little scenes from the course of the game as it scrolls the crew at the bottom. For an NES game, this game has probably one of the longest credit sequences in any video game. You didn't see many of these types of credit screens until like the SNES days, which at the time of this game I think came out in '92, so the SNES was already on the market, so you already had those more elaborate credit sequences. But this is probably one of the longer ones in terms of the NES at least. You know, see every level we beat every level in the game. We get to see little pieces of all of them over again as they scroll each and every name seemingly of every person that worked on this game, which of course has a giant crew, which is probably good because it shows you how good the game is, how many, there was a good amount of people that put a lot of effort into the game and why it was so fun to play. Graphic designer. Then we can see the end boss rolling ship again. That little guy hiding inside of a boulder. H. Graphic designer M. Tyra. Willie apparently getting ready to drown from the alligator. Dodging all the missiles but doing no damage. He's gonna drown definitely. Graphic designer T. Furukawa. Because you're not gonna lump them all together. You're gonna have each individual person shown, which is kind of cool that they put that in there, so each person gets their own little thing. It just takes a long time to show you all the credits. There's at least the music in the background is cool to listen to. All the music's great throughout the entire course of the game, which is right there. That's why. T. Sumayama, the sound designer of the game, composed the soundtrack, which was absolutely awesome to listen to throughout the course of this game. We get to see Jenny try to take out the giant thing. Ooh, a special thanks already. Wow, we already got a special thanks? We got Bucky on the elevator inside of the cell level. Another special thanks from H. Shiganami. We get to see Blinky take on Deadeye at the end of the cell level. See the Air Marshal. Special thanks for A for Geo. Willie getting ready to get squashed by giant cylinders with spikes on them. I wouldn't be too sad if he got squashed right now. Kei Kimura. Blinky inside of the light and dark area, which wasn't very fun to deal with in terms of this game. Special thanks for Y Yamada. Deadeye inside of this little area where you had to use the climbing up ability inside of the magma tank, center of the magma tank level. Of course, these are all special thanks. It's amazing that how many people are specially thanked individually. Deadeye fighting the giant magma tank. Keishamode. Willie in the escape level, of course. Thank you for playing. There we go. I assume that would be the ending of the credits. They usually end with that. But we're going to get one more. You get to see a final shot of Bucky taking on the Air Marshal as the final shot of the game. Presented by Konami. And now we get the ending screen, the final screen of the game as the song finishes up. All the crew there, standing there. You can barely see Blinky in the bottom there. You can and with that, that's the end of the game. And with that, that's going to wrap up another whole edition of Play It Through. And I hope you enjoyed.